EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, we polish off Week 10 with a good Monday night matchup, as it'll be the Broncos of Canton taking on the Buffalo Bills. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And we will not have a return here to start. Thanks to the new rule, the fair catch will bring this out to the 25-yard line. They started on the ground with Eckler. Down the left sideline. And down to the 16-yard line. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Off the play fake, it's Ritter. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's right. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be second down.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
4 yards remain on second down. Ball on the 10. That's caught left side by Judy. So the completion gets him just a yard, and it makes it third down and 2 yards to go.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Ritter here on 3rd and 2. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And the Broncos are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. In lieu of the sneak on 4th and inches, they just say, give it to the big man in the backfield.
Yeah, fullback no less. Not many of those left in the NFL, but for those that have one, perfect time to use them. Perfect time to...
And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. Escapes the defender. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Back to Montgomery on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. The Bills at 1-8 now on the year. And they've lost 3 straight here. It kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between...
They'll be brought down by the Broncos goes. It's a sack. DJ Reader able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. He'll look to throw. That's complete to Dobbs. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. So now they operate back from their side of the field here. 2nd and long. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. Romeo Dobbs is intended receiver, and that'll make it 3rd down. But you look at this Bronco defense, and they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
This secondary has really developed into one of the strengths of this team. They diagnose, they cover, they run, they hit. What a nice team.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss, as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
In motion goes the tight end. 1st down, and they stick with Eckler. Now he's free at the 35. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. 117 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. It's Eckler again. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. 2nd down in the yard. Ritter going to change it up. At the 14-yard line. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Ready up. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. This is 2nd and 8. 2 yards on the pickup. Ritter forced out to his left. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Broncos lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point up and through, and that'll make the score 14-0. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. So as they talk it over, we step aside. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 2nd and 9 now. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the first quarter. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Steps away to his left. And that is incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you come in off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10.
Ready.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them. I thought at first he'd try to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
Ready.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Ritter now. He'll get this to Eckler. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit.
There he goes, left side. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles, gain some additional yardage.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
On 2nd down, Ritter. This is swung out to Eckler. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Only able to gain a couple there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. There's still plenty of time remaining here in this 2nd quarter. Ritter will set up to throw it. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. The Broncos on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Looking to throw once more. Here's Ritter. Flushed out right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Bills are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season, and add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Now 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Back to throw here. He lets it go deep for Olave. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And the Broncos are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
And the Broncos first down.
Ritter looking to throw on 1st and 10. That's into the hands of Eckler. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Looking to throw it here. Ritter. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Bills are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one where you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. An injury going to pause the game here, and it looks like it's Terry McLaurin who's in some discomfort. Not sure what happened. Hopefully this is nothing major. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's got his target. That's complete. He's got room to roam. And all the way home for the Bills touchdown. Romeo Doubs, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills have got it back to within a score. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Ritter to throw it. That's caught, and it's Eckler again. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a 1st down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
They'll roll him out right. And some room to work. Smart decision by Ritter, sliding down, and he's got the 1st. And they're going to speed things up here. Ritter, he wants to change the play here. Quickly to Judy. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And now it's 3rd and 3.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
They'll come up now 3rd and 3. Ritter from the gun. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no wind. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Throw left side, complete. That's Montgomery. And he'll get nothing out of that one. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Third down and 10. They'll set up a throw. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Oh, look at the juke. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Out to his left. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Concentration, so key on a ball like that. It's hard. I know how difficult it is, but that's a ball you've got to come up with. And instead, a big play is going to slip through their fingers, literally and figuratively.
Looking deep here for Mooney. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's in for the touchdown. The final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the third quarter?
Point after, right down the middle. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on first down. This one swung out to Montgomery. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Looking to throw. Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. D.J. Johnson, the one who got there for the sack.
Partner, you know what I'm going to say before I even say it.
Yeah, you just cannot take a sack in that spot.
You're exactly right. You can't take a sack in that spot. Potentially now, a 3-point swing right there.
Here's Johnny Hacker now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ready.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. First down, here's Ritter. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
A gain of 31 yards. And the captain first down.
Ritter on first and 10. Incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
Second and 10. Back to throw, Ritter. On the screen, this is Eckler. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's 2nd and 10. Slot man moves right. On 2nd down, Eckler. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park.
Ready?
Now Ritter to throw on 1st down. That's complete to Mooney. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Now Ritter going to change up the look. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Nice job escaping the pocket. Boy, he took the shot downfield towards the end zone, didn't he? Trying to go for 6. It just wasn't there against that coverage. They were ready to prevent the big play.
Now a 2nd and 10. And they'll bring Judy in motion right.
Drill 3.
Second and 10 now. It's Ritter. That's to the pylon and incomplete.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
10 yards to go.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Ritter back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's not quite going to get to the marker. It'll be a gain of 8 on 3rd and 10.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own. But as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you. And if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
And the Broncos are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Surprised at all that they went with a fullback there?
Not at all, because it harkened back to the days where we watched these games almost in black and white, right? The stocky guy, the strong guy, the powerful guy with leg drive.
And what in the world? Now they're going to fake it. The fake punt works to absolute perfection. And the Broncos are able to add on to that lead. Oh, that's something. You and I could sit here and probably do games for a couple more decades and not see that again.
And I certainly hope we are here for a couple more decades. But you're exactly right. When will we see that again? Because I don't think we've seen it before.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 24.
Broncos 31, Bills 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles, if they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked up by Andre Sisco. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Ready.
Working from the gun, Ritter. This pass hauled in by Dotson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
Come on, set. 52 blaster.
Ritter now. And this will be incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who could make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. On play action, here's Ritter. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the Bills are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. Another modest gain there on that one. And I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. Got to do it.
And got his man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Throwing out right here, caught by Olave. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Now a timeout as they tend to the injured player, and not the man they would want to see. That's Chris Olave getting medical attention. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Man open, here is Crowder. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Bills. First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Back to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Up the middle, Johnson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
The play lost a yard. It's now 3rd and goal.
So a little extra time to ponder this 3rd and goal as we back now here on EA Sports. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. DJ Reader able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard.
Here we go, set.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Set, ready.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Ritter with it after the play fake. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Will Harris. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. The extra point up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. He finds Watson. It's caught. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Slant pass complete to Olave. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 42.
That's good for the Bills. First down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Going up the gut, Montgomery. Bust through the tackle. It was D.J. Johnson on the tackle.
It's been a struggle this entire game trying to move the ball on the ground. But every now and then you find a little chink in the armor, and that type of run right there lets them know that they can't stop every single run for almost no gain.
From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6. They'll set up a throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Derwin James with a pick. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Touchdown! Jerry Jeudy, 29 yards. And the Broncos look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Bills 7.
The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Well, you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
The offense on third down tonight, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Ritter going to change it up. They go play action here on first down. Complete, it's Dodson. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. Second and 10.
Rail, yellow.
Ritter to throw it. A dump down to McKinnon. Touchdown, Broncos. Jerick McKinnon, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos continue to run up the score. They lead it big here in the fourth. Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the end. And now here is another interception. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
Shot, 17. Hut.
Oh, he fakes the spike. Flushed out right. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference to see what he has to say because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
They're going to run. It's McKinnon. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Bills are going to get the football back. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Now he's loose down the middle of the field. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
Well, CD, they just haven't had a whole lot to cheer about or really grasp onto in this game. They've been dominated, but at least they get a late touchdown here, something positive to put on film for tomorrow's session.
Yeah, they're still trying to execute, trying to get some positives on their board and ledger sheet and keep this from being a total loss. Give them credit. They're going down fighting.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Ready.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. This has really just been a lopsided affair. What a performance they put on, and now they get the football back here with a big lead in the fourth quarter. You know, in the past, we might be discussing dinner plans, talking about steak and sushi, whatever the case is, CD. This ball game is pretty much well in the books.
Yeah, we really could have started bringing up dinner a long time ago if we wanted to, partner. And I think a few of the guys out in the field already making plans for the evening.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's right. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Down.
A yard, all they need, but it's third down. Ritter off the play fake.
Flush to his right.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
Let's go.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
That's complete to Mooney.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 22 yards there, a first down.
Red cycle. Hut.
Ritter.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Up big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That passing incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Ritter, he wants to change the play here.
Ready.
Back to throw again. And this is going to be incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked up by Andre Cisco.
And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. And now what the heck is this? A punt formation from the red zone? And oh, we've seen it all now. It's a fake. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.